In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 5 cards for under 10,000 MT in NBA 2K23 My Team. These are going to be some of the best budget cards in the game right now that I would definitely recommend adding to your budget lineups. But the first card I want to talk about, guys, is going to be from the new Fireworks set, and that is going to be the Amethyst KPJ. First off, looking at his price tag, he's about 3 to 5,000 MT, which is insanely good value for how good of a point guard he is. Looking at his stats and badges, he's a shooting guard point guard, 6'6". Comparing him to a guy like maybe a Donovan Mitchell, he's a 6'6" point guard, which is really nice to have. And then offensively, he's going to be an absolute beast, 87 mid-range, 93 ball with a 90 driving dunk as well. I will say defensively though, that's going to be his biggest flaw, and definitely a little bit of a liability on the defensive end. But then he's also going to be super fast, 92 speed, 92 acceleration with also 88 speed with ball. And then he does have a 96 vertical, which is really good for getting those dunks. And then badges wise, he does have 2 on Hall of Fame and 27 on gold. The 2 Hall of Fame badges is going to be Amped and Deadeye, and then has some really good gold badges, including blinders, catch and shoot, corner specialist, screen machine, guard up, slippery off ball, ankle breaker, clamp breaker, handles for days, hyperdrive, killer combos, quick first step. I mean, this card's going to be an absolute beast at the point guard spot and one of the best budget point guards in the game. And then guys, the second card I want to talk about for under 10,000 MT is going to be the Diamond Rudy Gay. It's kind of nuts that this card is under 10,000. I mean, I would guess he's like 15-20,000 MT, but you can find this card for as cheap as like 7,000 and maybe even a little bit lower. Like, I think you could probably get this card for maybe like 6.5 thousand MT, but right now looks to be the lowest around 7,000 MT, which is just insanely good, insanely good value for how good of a card he really is. So looking at Rudy Gay here, maybe we'll compare him to a guy like even Scottie Pippen. I think is definitely a fair comparison. He's going to be a 6'8" small forward, so obviously a pretty good height for that position. And then stats wise, he's got some really good all-around stats, 92 mid-range, 86 3 ball. He's going to be amazing attacking the basket, 95 driving dunk, 86 ball handle. And then defensively, not going to be the same as a guy like Scottie Pippen, but he's still going to be a very solid defender, 80 block, 80 steal, 90 perimeter with a 78 interior defense, and then also super fast as well, 90 speed, 90 acceleration with an 85 speed with ball. He's also got that 95 vertical, just going to be an elite rim runner, one of the best in the game for his position. I mean, guys, is it crazy to say that Rudy Gay is better than Scottie Pippen? I really don't think so. Yes, Pippen has more Hall of Fame badges by 1, he's gonna have less golds, and then silvers and bronzes he has more of, but I think Rudy Gay honestly might be a better card than Scottie Pippen, and that's crazy to say for a card that's only 7,000 MT, better than a pink diamond card that was a level 40. Obviously it was season 1, so a little bit outdated for Scottie Pippen, but Rudy Gay, one of the best budget cards in the game, and definitely a top 5 card for under 10,000 MT. And then staying in the fire set, I want to talk about this Diamond Giannis, because once again, it is crazy to me the fact that he's under 10,000 MT, or at least is like right at 10,000. I think I've seen him for about 10,000, maybe 11,000 MT at most. I mean, this card is absolutely ridiculous. I just want to find one, for actually 10,000 MT or below, but you guys can see he's about 11,000 MT, maybe 12,000 MT at most. But I mean, this card's value is going to be insanely nice to have. So yeah, you guys can see about 11,000 MT, maybe 10,000 MT at the lowest. He's a power forward center, 6'11". I mean, we can compare him to maybe a Jaren Jackson Jr. type of card. So he's got great height for that power forward position. And then stats wise, offensively, not going to be anything too crazy, only having a 71 3 ball, 79 mid range, but he's going to be really elite at going to the basket with a 90 driving dunk. He's got an 82 ball handle and a really good pass accuracy, and then defensively going to be super nice all around. I mean, Giannis has one of the best player models in my team and gets some of the best animations in the game as well, and that's what makes Giannis super valuable. He's also got 89 speed, 89 acceleration with an 85 speed with ball. Badges wise, does have 4 in Hall of Fame, 9 on gold, 13 on silver, and 13 on bronze as well. So Giannis is going to be not necessarily ranked in order, but he's going to be the 3rd card for under 10,000 MT. And then guys, going back to season 2, I want to talk about a glitch card, and that is going to be the Diamond Stephon Marbury. Once again, just like these last 3 cards we talked about, Marbury, Rudy Gay, and Giannis, I still don't understand how these cards are under 10,000. I mean, you can see Marbury right here is 9.9k, which is ridiculous for how good of a card he has. Like, the market is really low right now. I mean, he's basically just a budget Gary Payton. We can compare him to a guy like even Derrick Rose, for example. He does have an 84 3 ball, 88 mid range. Not going to be as good as Rose is going to the basket, but he still has an 85 driving dunk. But where this card really excels is going to be on the defensive end, having a 94 steal, 95 perimeter, player. 81 interior defense is also really nice to have on your point guard. And then just like Rose, going to be super fast, 95 speed, 95 acceleration with a 95 speed with ball. I mean, this card is ridiculous for only about 9,000 MT. He's also got 4 Hall of Fame badges, including Clamp Breaker, Quick First Step, Challenger, and Glove as well. I mean, that Quick First Step and Clamp Breaker are 2 of the most important badges to have on your point guard. And even a guy like Derrick Rose, I mean, he has both of them, but there's a bunch of point guards in the game like Lonzo Ball who don't have Hall of Fame Clamp Breaker, don't even have it on gold. So that's going to make a massive difference at the point guard spot. And then Marbury also has 21 gold badges, including some really good ones on the defensive end. And then guys, to talk about the last card for under 10,000 MT, we're going to go back to season 3 and we're going to go to a really budget card, or really cheap, good budget card, and that is going to be the Amethyst Poku. I mean, this card is super cheap, around 2,000 MT, which I think is ridiculous for how good of a card he really is. I mean, all these cards on this list, I mean, are just insanely good value for how much they do go for. But looking at Poku here, I mean, we can maybe compare him to a, even a Rudy Gay, we could kind of compare him to, but let's just say we compare him to a guy like Kuminga. He's a 7-foot small forward, which is insane to have. Also has a great player model as well, and a 7'3" wingspan. And then his stats, he pretty much has 80 in every single category. You guys can see as I'm scrolling down, like his stats are very well rounded at about 80 in every single category. And the crazy thing about Poku that I'm just going to quickly show you guys here before we, wrap it up and talk about the other cards. The reason why Poku is so elite is not his stats, it's not his badges, it's when you go into freestyle and you test out his animations. This is where you can really see why Poku is an elite card and why he deserves to be in this top 5. I mean, it's because of his jump shot, his animations. If you guys look here, look at him in freestyle, you can see he's got a really good jump shot and it's going to be on quick timing. So he's got a fast release and it's super easy to green as well. And then he also does have the MJ dribble style, so his movement's going to be really nice. For a 7-foot small forward, this card can actually move at a very high level, even better than a guy like Kuminga, better than most small forwards in the game. He can move really elite, and then he's obviously 7 foot, so he's just going to be a super glitchy card and has some really good animations. And they also gave him the best leaner in the game, the normal leaner. So this card is an absolute bucket on the offensive end and just one of the best cards in the game, especially for his price tag. But yeah guys, to round off, that's gonna Poku's gonna round off the top 5 cards for under 10,000 MT. Just to do a quick little recap, the cards are going to be Rudy Gay, Giannis, Stephon Marbury, Kevin Porter Jr., and Poku. I think kind of some honorable mentions. I mean, Cameron Reddish could definitely be on this list. I think Kuminga could be on this list. Markelle Fultz are all really, good honorable mentions as well. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 5 cards for under 10,000 MT? And let me know if there's any other cards that I maybe missed in this video that you guys would include in the top 5. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.